Cramping in the back end of a marathon has been something I've struggled with for the last 3 races. First, I thought it was a fueling issue. Then I thought it was a lack of long run workouts. But now I've come to the conclusion that my legs, they just weren't strong enough to handle the amount of stress and fatigue that they were in when the going got tough. Usually around the 35-kilometer mark in the marathon. So I've made it my mission this prep to go into the Ballarat marathon with stronger legs than I've ever had before. How do I plan to do that? And what exactly have I been doing for the past 4 months? In today's video, I'm gonna be explaining exactly that. I'm gonna be showing you guys my exact strength training routine. Welcome back to the Project Ballarat 245 series, where I document my journey to the start line. So firstly, we'll rewind it all the way back to 4 months ago, where I went into the run clinic to see Darcy Dorr, the lower limb specialist. You may remember him from previous episodes on the YouTube channel where I did the lactate threshold testing and I did the VO2 max testing. So Darcy got me doing a few exercises and he identified where I was weak, and let me just say, I was weak everywhere. He even commented on how weak my legs were when he said that they were shaking like a leaf when I was doing leg extension. So yeah, that pretty much explains how weak my legs actually were. But all hope was not lost, and he gave me some exercises to improve my strength and overall running economy. But just remember guys, before I get into this, this routine is personalized for me and my weaknesses and things that I need to work on. So doing this exact workout or doing these exact exercises the same way I do them might be really beneficial for you, but also it might not really work for you. The best thing I could recommend is to actually go and see a professional, and the best place I found to do that is at the run clinic in Brisbane. But the point is to go out and go get your own plan that's going to be specific to you and personalized to you. But you guys have asked me this multiple times, so I thought I was well overdue to show you guys my exact strength routine and how I've been sort of building muscle and building strength while running 130-kilometer weeks. So let's get into it. So for the last 4 months, I've been going to the gym 3 days a week consistently. This has been like a non-negotiable for me. Even as the mileage has crept up, I've really tried to keep doing these workouts because I know that consistency is key. It's the same with running as it is to strength training. If you want to build muscle, you're going to have to be consistent and show up every week. So that's what I've been doing, and it consists of 3 days a week. So Monday is a lighter leg day, Tuesday is my upper body session, and then Wednesday is my heavier leg day. So you may have noticed I do all 3 sessions at the start of the week. If you've listened to the training diaries, you'll know that I like to front load all of my gym work at the start of the week so that I'm feeling as fresh as possible come my Friday workout and my Sunday long run, because those in my eyes are the most important sessions that I do every week. So I want to be feeling nice and fresh. So I just try to front load it and get it all out of the way nice and early in the week. So we come to Monday, which is my day 1 and my light leg day. The goal here is to activate muscles, focusing on good quality contractions and avoiding too much fatigue. And because I do this the day after my Sunday long run, it's honestly a really nice feeling going into the gym and knowing that I don't have to lift heavy. I can just kind of go through the motions and work on that higher volume and to go slightly lighter with the weights. So it honestly works out really, really well for me and my schedule. We've got a couple of exercises here that I'll quickly run through. So firstly, I start off with a calf isometric running stance. So pretty much I do this every time I do calf work. I always do it in the Smith machine. Just because it's easier to control and I find it really works well for calf work. So basically we're going to be in a running stance. So we're lifting one knee up as if we're at the top of a stride. So lift that knee up, point that toe up nice and high, and then we're lifting up on a single leg calf raise and we're holding for 10 seconds. This is quite difficult, and yeah, it's one that I've really enjoyed, and I'll do a 10-second rep each side and I'll do 3 sets in total. Then I'll move into a straight leg bridge. So this one I just do with a weight plate on my hips. The idea is to bend my legs slightly, feel the burn in my hamstrings, and try to keep my hips up as high as I can. From there, I'll then move into a Copenhagen abductor exercise. If you guys have done these before, they're really, really great for runners, and they're also really, really shit, and they're hard. Well, I find them really hard. Anyway, I'll hold for 20 seconds each side, and I'll do 3 sets in total for that one. I'm quite weak at these, so I will do them from the knee as the point of contact, but there's some weapons out there that actually go from the ankle. So if you're one of those people, well done to you. Next one, I'll do a back extension. So this one is where you can lock your heels in the back, you can hug a weight plate, and then the idea is to use your hamstrings and glutes, and you allow yourself to fall all the way down into that 90-degree angle, and then you're pulling yourself up with your lower back, your glutes, and your hamstrings. Just a really great posterior chain workout for that one. This one is a little bit higher reps, so I do 12 reps and I work through 3 sets. Then next, I will go into the leg extension. So because it is a lower weight, higher volume day, we work on isometric movements. So we're just using one leg at a time. And this is where we work for 12 reps, slightly lighter because it's one leg at a time. And we'll do 3 to 4 sets of those. Then I move into the hamstring curls. This is the same thing, higher reps, lighter weight, and also working for single leg. This one, again, we'll do 10 to 12 reps, and I'll do 3 to 4 sets of that as well. So that is my light day. Again, the focus is basically just strip the weights back a little bit, and then just work for volume and work for more of those single leg movements as well. Then we move on to Tuesday. So this is my upper body day. I keep this super simple. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about this just because it's not running specific, but basically I will just hit a big movement for chest, shoulders, back, and then I'll work arms, okay? So whether that's a flat bench press, incline bench press, or the same thing with dumbbells, I kind of mix it up throughout the weeks. Then shoulders, I'll do shoulder press with dumbbells or with a barbell, standing military press. And then back is usually pull-ups or seated rows with the dumbbells. And then, yeah, you got to get in some cheeky curls and some overhead extension, so some tricep extensions with the dumbbells to work my triceps. But I basically am just doing this to keep my upper body strong and just try to maintain muscle because at the end of the day, I don't want to look like a string bean. Then we come into Wednesday. So this is my heavy leg day. So I usually will do this one in the afternoon after my Wednesday midweek long run, which is at the moment has been between 18 to 20 Ks. So I'm kind of going into this with some fatigue in the legs, but the idea behind the heavy leg day is to try to focus more on gradually increasing the weight week to week and then just trying to push harder. But if I'm being honest, I haven't really increased my weights a crazy amount over the last couple of weeks. It's more just stayed at the same weight just because I am carrying a fair bit more fatigue from the last few weeks of training, especially since I'm in a peak week at the moment, or into the peak weeks at the moment. So the fatigue is definitely there. The sessions are getting bigger and my legs are getting sore. So I'm kind of just doing what I can and just trying to maintain strength at the moment. Like, by the way, guys, you will notice that some of these exercise demos and the videos I'm showing you guys at the moment, the weights are pretty piss poor, they're pretty light. That is because I filmed this on the Thursday, so yesterday, after I'd done my 2 leg sessions for the week, and my legs were already so sore, and I didn't want to pretend like I was doing a session just for you guys, for the camera. So I'm still doing the exercises, show you guys what the exercises are, but I'm actually just lifting pretty light and my legs are absolutely cooked. So just bear with me with these exercise demos, guys. So first one is calf raises in the Smith machine. I do try to go nice and heavy with this one, at least 60 kilos plus. And this is one that I've actually seen really, really good improvement throughout the weeks of doing it. So I always try to knock this one out at the start. This is a 5-second down phase, 5-second up phase. We do 5 reps and we do 5 sets as well. Then we go into a side plank, so it's a starfish. This one, if you guys have ever done this before, it is so hard. It looks easy, but I struggle. I struggle with this one. I'm counting down the seconds every single time. This one I just do 2 sets, and it's just a 30-second hold. So 1 30-second hold each side, and then I'm done. I'm so done with that exercise. Next, I'll go into some hip thrusts. Okay, so I'll do this one on the hip thrust machine. I just find it so much easier. Again, don't judge the weight, guys. I was just doing it for the demo, but I'll usually chuck on 15, 20 kilos. Honestly, nothing crazy. This is where I find that I pull up the most sore, but it's an exercise I know is just really beneficial for me. Nice strong glutes mean that my ITB isn't gonna play up. So for this one, we smash out 8 reps. Again, the focus is to go nice and heavy for today. And then I'll smash out 4 sets of those as well. Then from there, I'll move into the Bulgarian split squats. This one's with the dumbbells. This one I'm notoriously weak at. So I've got the 6 kilos in the video here. On a heavy day, I'll probably only maybe even do the 8s, to be honest, because I find that I cramp the inside of my legs pretty bad if I overdo it on that exercise. So I always try to stay a little bit reserved, but I know, again, that is such an important movement for runners, and it's such a good exercise. So I will work through 8 reps each side, and then we'll smash out 4 sets of those as well. Then we finish off the session. We got 2 more exercises, and we're back on the leg extension and the hamstring curls. So for the leg extension, we've switched it up to go nice and heavy. We're working for 8 reps this time, so reducing the reps from that Monday, but we're increasing the weights a significant amount. I'm trying to hold and pause for about half a second or so at the top, and just really feel a good contraction there. This one I actually enjoy because it's over quickly. Nice quick 8 reps, how good. I'll smash out 4 sets of those as well, and then we finish off on the hamstring curl. I try to do this one in the lying hammy curl, just because I feel it gets a better squeeze in my hamstrings. So this one, we're working for 4 sets again, and again, really trying to go heavy, get a little bit of a pause at the top, and then we're smashing out 6 reps each for this one. So this has been my strength training routine for the last 4 months, and I can definitely feel the difference in my running, especially when I'm on hills. Staying strong this block is my secret weapon, and I'm praying that it will help me come race day, as everything seems to point to the fact a strong body will run a strong marathon. I've got an appointment with Darcy next Tuesday, and we'll probably make some slight adjustments as we come into the peak weeks. I'm now 5 weeks out from the marathon, and I doubt that I'm going to be able to keep up these double leg day weeks. So what I assume will happen is we'll reduce the intensity slightly, but we still want to be able to maintain that strength training as well. But I'll let you guys know all about that in the upcoming episodes of the Training Diaries. Next week's episode is going to be an absolute banger. I've got Document Media following me on the bike for my long run workout this Sunday, and I'm so bloody keen for that, and so should you guys. Get keen. But that's going to conclude this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been enjoying the series, or if you found anything in the video helpful, make sure you like it, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and share it with your running friends. It really helps me a lot. Thank you so much for the support so far, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.